guys, what's up? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. So this week is a little bit of a different video, and I know I said that last time, but this week I am doing my first ever story time video, and I've never done one of these, so if it's not how it's supposed to be, I'm sorry, I guess. And before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. And also, this is a collaboration with my friend, Kiana. I'll have a picture right over here. She's doing a story time video, and her video, her story time is a little bit more intense than mine. So make sure to go check it out because I think the story is really funny, but I'm also glad everyone's okay. And without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you guys need to know is that I had just gotten a GoPro for Christmas, and it was $500, and I was super grateful for it. So I was so excited to test it out, and instead of buying like the $70 GoPro sticks, we decided to buy one off of Amazon that was like $50 with the whole kit. So that's what we decided to do, and we got it, and everything looked fine, everything seemed to work fine. And so then I was invited to go on a ski trip with my church, so I got to use my GoPro for the first time, and I was super excited. So when we got there, I was there with two friends. One was snowboarding with me, and then one was also skiing. So the first, I don't know how long, like 7 hours of the day were perfect. We were having a great time going up and down the slopes, you know, doing what you do when you go skiing. And then the last 20 minutes we were on a rush to get back to the bus because we didn't want the bus to leave us. So we were going onto a ski lift, and I remember seeing my GoPro in my hand when we were on the ski lift. And then when we got off the ski lift, it wasn't on my stick. So I was freaking out. That was a $500 GoPro, and one, I had just lost it, two, I had lost the footage, and three, it was a $500 GoPro. So I was super scared. I was like, where is it, where is it? I retracked my steps like 7 times. We were looking for like 10 minutes, and we were on a time crunch already, and now we really had to go. So I called up not the bus driver, but you know, the person running the place, and I was like, I just lost my GoPro. Can you like hold the bus until we attempt to find it? So we went to the lost and found, we went back and retraced our steps. We talked to the people at the top and the bottom of the slopes to ask them to look for it, and no luck. So I was starting to panic because we needed to be on the bus and we still didn't find my GoPro. So at the last second, I decided to go up the slope one more time, and I was calling my friend, and she was going to the lost and found, and she said, Dorothy, we found your GoPro. And I cannot tell you how relieved I was to hear that, because I already told you before I would have lost all my footage, $500, and the first time using my GoPro I lose it. So I was super grateful, and I am so thankful for the person who turned that in instead of keeping it. So I know like sometimes it's really hard, like if you see like a $5,000 something like laying on the ground and you don't want to turn it in and you want to keep it for yourself. But being on the other side of that, I'm so thankful that someone turned it in. So if you do find something that's not yours, I recommend you guys to turn it in, just because the other person will be so grateful and thankful in the end. Now I know what you're thinking. Dorothy, that story was pretty lame. And I know, it wasn't the most interesting story ever, but it gets better. So as soon as we get on the bus and we start to move, I'm starting to calm down a little bit from like losing my GoPro, searching everywhere, and then I finally found it and I'm up here. So my emotions were all over the place. So I'm finally calming down, you know, getting the hold of myself, and I'm looking through my GoPro pictures, really happy that I found my GoPro and I have my GoPro footage. And then someone from the back of the bus starts running to the front of the bus, and I was sitting kind of in the middle of the bus, and one of the instructors was talking to me, so they were kind of blocking the aisle about how I found my GoPro and everything. So we were having a conversation, and he runs from the back of the bus and he trips over the guy who I was talking to and throws up at the same time. So as he's falling, he's trying to cover his mouth and he's throwing up at the same time. So it splatters over to the side where I was sitting, got all over me, in my eye, on my GoPro, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh. Because one, usually on ski trips you don't lose your GoPro, and two, what are the chances of when you do lose your GoPro and then you find it, you get thrown up on a moving bus? Interesting fact, that's not the first time I've been thrown up on in my life. There's been other experiences. One, there was a girl who threw up on me, like we were at a sleepaway camp, and she threw up on me over the top bunk and I was on the bottom bunk. So yeah, that wasn't a fun experience, but you know, that's another story time. I was just sitting there with throw up on me in my eye, and I started like trying to cry to get it out of my eye because isn't like throw up acid or something? I really don't know, but I just knew it wasn't supposed to be in your eye, like that's not a good thing. So I just was like, oh my god, get it out, and then I had it all over me, and it was just not a good experience. So then the bus driver stopped, he gave me some paper towels, we wiped myself off, and I was the first one to take a shower that day. Actually, I don't think I was, but you know, I try to get in the shower as soon as possible because that was disgusting. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. I know it wasn't the most intense moment of everyone's lives, but it was an intense moment for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my painful ski trip. I mean, I liked the ski trip. I would definitely go again. It was just that little section. It all happened in like 1 hour. So if that 1 hour wasn't there, it would be an amazing trip.
When your head's right, you take your time. There's something about the love of things you like.